I mean, look, historically, if you look at the data, the stock market returns about 10% per year. All right, so over 20 years, you'd hope that each year it's going up 10%. I believe that if you do 10% a year, I believe that doubles. The money doubles
every 10 years.
I thought it was 7. Is it 10?
Maybe it's 7.
So somewhere between 7 and 10 years.
Yeah,
Let's just say 7. All right, so if you put in, let's say, over the next 5 years, let's say you put in, I don't know, 10 grand, right? Within in 7 years, in the 7-year window of some of that money, it should double. That what did I say, 5 grand? It should become 10 grand. You know what I'm saying? If you put in 50 grand, it should be 100 grand. You know what I'm saying? So over 14 years, it'll quadruple. Over 20 years, it should go 8 times. So if you put in 5 grand in 20 years, it should be, if you put in 5 grand today, it should be 40 grand in 20 years. If you put in 50 grand today, right, it should be 400 grand in 20 years. Man, I don't know if I got that right. Is that right?
It's magic. It sounded right, and I'm all in.
It sounds cool, though. I like that kind of money. Being able to double.
Right?
That sounds like
You're
a
not
good
doing
idea.
anything. It's working for you.
Well, doesn't it it doubles even faster if you're like consistently putting money in, like the compounding interest compounds interest.
That's what I'm saying.
Compounding interest.
That's what I'm saying. It's not an easy calculation, but let's just say today you had 5 grand. That will be 40 grand. If today you have 50 grand and you put it in today, I believe if my math is correct. I got to double check this. It'll be 400 grand in 20 years. It's crazy.
Now I have a question for you, because I've been talking about this with my family, and I feel like someone always says, have some money saved in cash to the side somewhere. What do you think of that?
It's called a backup stash.
Yeah.
That backup stash, I recommend everyone have it, because it gives you a mojo that most people don't have on the street. It gives you like a confidence and a swag that most people don't have. Knowing that you have like 5 grand somewhere tucked away that you just need for like a slush fund, like a rainy day fund, like it changes a person's psychology. Another thing, life insurance. That you can give to like your mom or your wife or your girlfriend, whoever. That if you die, you'll get $1 million. Sometimes those things are only like $50 a month.
Do you have life insurance?
I do.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What if I pass away? What if I walk out right now, God forbid, and I get hit by a bus?
I just every life insurance salesman is so skeezy that I'm just like, this has to be a scam.
You don't have kids, do you?
Not that I know of.
Amer has 2 kids. He has to
think about that, right?
Yeah, you have to play the game.
I pay $100 a month, and if I die in the next 30 years, so before 68, my wife and kids will get $2 million.
Wow,
that's how much you're worth.
They don't know that, right?
That part is what I'm worth. That's just that part.
What
you
if you die?
Told them that, right?
Hell no, I would never tell them that shit. You crazy? And they thank God they don't listen to this podcast. They think it sucks.
What do you do? What about after 68? What happens if you pass away after 68?
They're on their own, man. Fuck that. You know what I mean?
Also, the life insurance you don't get nothing.
This one that I bought is called term, which means it only goes for a term, period, 30 years. But you can buy what's called whole life insurance. It'll go your whole life. I bought term because I was like, it's cheap. It's so cheap. It's $100 a month. $1,200 a year dude, I sleep so much better at night. Knowing like if I, God forbid, if I get hit by a bus. First of all, if I get hit by a bus outside right now, I need you guys to call an ambulance. That's number 1. Number 2.
Well, we got it.
How much do we get?
I got you.
No, you're an ER tech. Don't me. I need you to call the ambulance. Don't try and fix me.
Bro, I'll just start doing CPR right away, whether you need it or not.
You promise to kiss me on the lips?
That's so sweet.
That's so funny.